Living Corporate is brought to you by Doximity. Over 90% of graduating medical students join Doximity to use our tools before earning their doctoral degree. As medicine's largest network, there's an elevated level of responsibility to everything we do. We don't take that responsibility lightly and are committed to working towards a more equitable world inside and beyond our virtual office walls. If you want to learn more about Doximity, make sure you go to your app store, type in DOXIMITY. That's DOXIMITY.
What's going on, Living Corporate? It's Tristan, and I want to thank you for tapping back in with me as I provide some tips and advice for professionals. Today, I want to discuss how to answer Brainteaser and odd interview questions. Anyone who has participated in multiple interviews has encountered behavioral interview questions. These are the questions that are designed to provide insight into your previous work experiences and behaviors to help employers assess if you are able to do the job. These questions are typically easy to spot. They often start with phrases like, describe a time when, give me an example of, or tell me about a time when. In previous tips, we discussed the STAR methodology, situation, task, action, and result, to answer these questions. Sometimes I throw a K at the end, which stands for knowledge, meaning let them know what you learned to do better next time or to ensure the problem doesn't happen again. But these aren't the only type of questions that job seekers face in interviews. It's becoming common for interviewers to throw Brainteaser and odd interview questions as a curveball to throw interviewees off their game. So I wanted to take a quick moment to discuss the purpose of these questions. Let's start with Brainteaser interview questions. Brainteaser interview questions can look tons of different ways, like how many X of things are in Y location? How many X of things could fit in Y container? Or even solve this mystery type of questions. These questions aren't to find out more about your previous experiences, but they are designed to test skills like logic, critical thinking, creativity, and the ability to perform under pressure. Employers ask these questions to gain a better understanding of your thinking process, especially when you encounter odd scenarios. The goal here isn't to land on real or even accurate answers. Instead, you should focus on explaining how you would tackle the problem to reach a solution. Show them your thinking is sound by explaining how you would approach this to arrive at an answer. Now let's talk about odd interview questions. These quirky questions include, if you could choose one superpower, what would it be and why? And what type of animal would you be and why? When employers ask these questions, they are testing how quickly you can adapt to situations you didn't prepare for. They're also trying to understand your analytical skills and your personality to assess if you'd be a good fit for the team or the company. Once again, there's no right answer per se, but you need to think about what that particular superpower or animal would say about you and how their particular traits pertain to the role you're applying for. The key here is to not just say a superpower or animal without giving a reason as to why you selected it. Don't say you can't think of one or spend too much time thinking about it. Lastly, don't act like the question is just silly. For example, maybe you want to choose an animal like a dolphin because they're incredibly intelligent, excellent communicators, and they work well in teams. Or you could choose a superpower like super speed or flight because it will allow you to be incredibly efficient, see things from a bird's eye view to quickly identify things to improve, and accomplish tasks more swiftly. While these questions may seem out of place in an interview, they do actually serve a purpose for employers. This tip was brought to you by Tristan of Layfield Resume Consulting. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Layfield Resume, or connect with me, Tristan Layfield, on LinkedIn.
Living Corporate is brought to you by Textio. Today's top talent is everywhere, representing everyone. And our work environment should reflect the level of inclusion to meet that standard. Textio achieves this in building more equitable company cultures through the language we use in our job postings. That culture is formed one hire at a time, making the words we use to reach more diverse candidates all the more important. Our advanced language insights and employer brand content is what drives our mission of inclusion. Through our industry-leading application of artificial intelligence and machine learning, we're able to widen companies' reach in finding and building upon the very diverse talent that empowers a culture of belonging. Every door should be open to every qualified job seeker. Again, that's Textio.